This is Top Secret.
A story of trenches, tanks, and tragedies. In a world rife with tensions and rivalries, Europe found itself embroiled in a conflict of epic proportions. The First World War. Between 1914 and 1918, two sides, the Allies and the Central Powers, faced each other in a fierce struggle that would transform the continent and mark the course of the 20th century. The spark that started the conflagration was lit in Sarajevo, Bosnia, on June 28, 1914. A young Serbian nationalist, Gavrilo Princip, assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne. This act triggered a series of diplomatic events that led to a declaration of war by Austria-Hungary on Serbia. On one side were the Allies, led by Great Britain, France, and Russia, who would later be joined by Italy, Japan, and the United States. On the other side were the Central Powers, led by Germany and Austria-Hungary, with support from the Ottoman Empire and Bulgaria. The battlefields of World War I were characterized by trenches where soldiers endured inhumane conditions while facing an invisible enemy. The war also saw the rise of new technologies such as tanks, which revolutionized ground combat, and the use of chemical weapons, which caused unimaginable suffering. The war was fought on multiple fronts. The Western one, where battles such as Verdun and Somme took place, known for their ferocity and brutality. The Eastern, where Russian and German forces clashed over vast expanses of territory. The Italian, where armies fought in the mountains of the Alps, and the colonial campaigns, which extended the conflict to Africa and Asia. In 1917, the United States, motivated by the sinking of the ocean liner Lusitania by a German submarine, decided to enter the war on the side of the Allies. The arrival of American troops and their industrial might provided a crucial boost to the Allies, tipping the balance in their favor. Finally, on November 11, 1918, the Compiègne Armistice was signed, ending the war. The Central Powers were defeated and forced to accept humiliating peace conditions, including the loss of territory, payment of reparations, and demilitarization. The First World War left a devastating toll, millions of dead and wounded, cities in ruins, and shattered economies. The map of Europe was redrawn, giving rise to new states and altering the global balance of power. The war also marked the end of one era and the beginning of another, marked by instability, the rise of new political movements, and the sowing of the seeds of an even more terrible conflict to come.
Top Secret. Don't tell anyone.